Hi, I'm Lauren Leal. Welcome to Hot on Homes. You've probably seen those credit commercials that say with a push of a button, you can increase your score 10 to 15 points. Well, I'm not sure how that works, but I do know that a good credit score can not only help you qualify for a mortgage, but it can also have a lot to do with the size of your monthly house note. Banks evaluate the risk of lending an individual money based on what they believe is their ability to pay. A high credit score means you're very low risk, and that's good. But what if you're one of the millions of people that want to increase their credit score? How does that work? We'll get into that in a moment, but not before we see some amazing new communities. Better Built by Design is more than just a phrase to Landon Homes. It's our commitment to build the best homes where architecture becomes art and surrounds you with the lifestyle you want. From the moment you arrive, you will feel the difference. And our long history in this market means we understand what today's Texas buyers truly value. We are Landon Homes. With something for everyone, Landon Homes and Rowlett is the place to live, work, and play. Magnolia Landing presents a unique opportunity to reside on a muse, socially open spaces where neighbors are drawn together as a community. Nestled by Lake Ray Hubbard, Lake Park offers spectacular lake views. Both communities are part of the Garland ISD's School of Choice program, allowing parents to choose the school your child will attend. Starting in the 400s, Landon Homes has affordable living with an easy commute to Dallas. Experience the joy of owning a Landon home in Rowlett. Pomona is a beautiful master-planned community located off the Highway 288 corridor in Manville. Highland Homes is excited to build in this 1,000-plus acre community with amazing amenities such as parks, pools, playgrounds, and more. At Highland Homes, we are passionate about architectural design. Our home designs feature the latest energy-efficient construction materials and methods that deliver comfortable, eco-friendly homes. Come escape city life with Highland Homes in Pomona. There are many places to look for your next home, but sifting through hundreds of pre-owned homes, fixer-uppers, foreclosures, apartments, and rental properties can be confusing, not to mention exhausting. We've helped Texans find the perfect new home for years, and now it's easier than ever. Just scan the QR code and download our easy app. You'll be able to search for new home communities, watch hundreds of home builder videos, tour hundreds of available new homes, and you can join tens of thousands of other local home shoppers in our Home Shopper Club. Members receive special sneak peek emails before each show, personalized updates on new communities, special notices about new homes based on your criteria, and our Home Shopper magazine. It's fun, easy, and the fastest way to learn about the very best builders and community developers in Texas. Scan the code and join the fun. There's no place like Hot on Homes. Surrounded by the authentic Texas countryside, the Gables at Tioga by Gable Homes offers the perfect blend of small-town living with a modern, energy-efficient lifestyle. Gable Homes believes in providing the highest quality new home construction utilizing the latest industry-leading techniques. The farmhouse and craftsman-style homes offer open floor plans with a vast array of interior and exterior custom design choices to make your home uniquely yours. Move-in ready inventory available now, or choose from one of the available lots, floor plans, elevations, and additional optional features, such as an extended back patio, fireplace, or even a third car oversized garage. There are quarter-acre lots available, and all home sites include a generous-sized backyard. Located in the heart of Tioga, the community is only 5 minutes north of Pilot Point on Highway 377 in Grayson County. The Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex is easily accessible with just a short drive south. Live your best life at the Gables at Tioga by Gable Homes.
Putting together a winning team takes talent, dedication, effort. And the best teams understand that it takes hard work and determination to set them apart from the competition. And it is no different when it comes to real estate. Being a part of a winning team myself, I know that who you have on your team matters. When it comes to excellence in real estate, there's no better team than Monument Realty. If you are ready to put together a team to help you find your next home, don't wait. Draft the experts at Monument Realty.
First-time homebuyers in Manville no longer have to settle for plain-looking homes in communities with minimal amenities. Saratoga Homes in Rodeo Palms is a spectacular master plan community featuring a splash pad, junior Olympic swimming pool, parks, and 10 beautiful lakes, all in the Alvin ISD. Saratoga Homes features innovative designs, quality construction, and upscale features at amazing prices. Saratoga Homes at Rodeo Palms, extraordinary homes in an extraordinary community. Visit today.
Kick back and relax in the most blissful pocket of paradise. You'll float along a luxurious lazy river surrounded by lush greenery. Your panoramic view of the bright blue sky will have you believing that you finally found heaven on earth. A perfect place to live, work, and play. Marvida, a Land Tejas community, is the ideal place for precarious families who want it all. The master planned community in Cypress, Texas boasts innovative home designs, premium amenities, and unparalleled value. Marvida homes are built by a handful of nationally recognized builders who were carefully selected for their innovative floor plans, elevations, cutting-edge new home features, and superior customer service. Approximately 2,500 distinctive homes will offer the latest in-home technology for the 21st century and beyond. Marvida's stellar location is in close proximity to Katy, the Energy Corridor, and downtown Houston via the Grand Parkway and Highway 290. The community offers residents outstanding amenities available at sister communities Mira Mesa, Canyon Lakes West, and Bridge Creek. Bustling families can be easily entertained at any of the fantastic attractions, including 4 parks for the kids, 3 amazing clubhouses, 3 exquisite pools, 3 state-of-the-art workout facilities, 2 tennis courts, a basketball court, and even a dog park for man's best friend. Coming soon to Marvida is an on-site island amenity village anchored by a luxurious, glistening lazy river that will offer residents a never-ending array of activities like bocce ball, sand volleyball, a splash pad, event lawn, fire pit, and a 12-foot wide green bolt trail. Move into Marvida, where the perfect place to live, play, and relax is at your fingertips. Today's homeschool topic is REO properties. REO is a term that means real estate owned and is used to describe a property that is owned by a lender, such as a bank, loan insurer, or government agency that was not sold at an auction. REO properties were once owned by individuals who stopped making mortgage payments, and the property went into foreclosure and was repossessed by the lender. Lenders then hold auctions for these properties to recover their investment. If the property isn't sold at auction, it becomes an REO property. If you have a question about your new home journey, send us an email at homeschool@hotonhomes.com.
Drees Custom Homes in the breathtaking master plan community of Wolf Ranch is offering distinctive homes nestled in the hills of Georgetown. From building materials to floor plans to interior and exterior design elements to customer service, Drees Custom Homes experts can deliver the home of your dreams. Located just off I-35, residents can walk to Wolf Ranch Town Center or take a relaxing stroll in the community trails, swim in the resort-style pool, or kick back with family at the Barefoot Park. Build your custom home today.
Quality, vision, trust, and design. You've spent time finding or designing the perfect luxury home. And a one-of-a-kind home needs a one-of-a-kind pool. A pool that is designed around how you live, how you entertain, and how you relax. Imagine that pool. At J. Anthony Custom Pools, we approach creating a luxury pool with the same passion we have for our award-winning luxury homes. To ensure your pool is of the highest quality, we use the best materials and highest rated contractors, then meticulously supervise every step of the process. Our in-house designers incorporate your vision into your pool design, creating the perfect extension of your lifestyle, expressing who you are and how you and your family live. At J. Anthony Custom Pools, we know we're creating more than just a luxury pool. We're creating a long-term relationship with you. And all great relationships begin with trust. And finally, we'll design and deliver a pool that is as unique as your home, as unique as you. Call J. Anthony Custom Pools for your free design consultation and experience quality, vision, trust, and design firsthand. There's nothing like the security and beauty of a brick home. And when it's Acme Brick, it comes with a 100-year guarantee. So when you're looking for a new home, look for the Acme name right in the brick. It's your assurance of genuine Acme Brick quality. When you talk with your builder, ask about Acme Brick. And to see Acme's wide selection of brick colors and textures, visit brick.com. Acme Brick, the best thing to have around your house.
Clearwater at Balmoral is one of Juan Bridge's signature build-for-rent communities, featuring modern, upscale townhomes in Atascocita. Juan Bridge balances modern, high-end style with functional layouts and practical features. Each townhome features open-concept floor plans, spacious bedrooms, and contemporary designs for a true blend of form and function. Experience a hassle-free lifestyle with Juan Bridge in Clearwater at Balmoral today.
Every family has a dream, and your dream starts with some of your biggest visions. No vision bigger than when you decide to purchase a new home. Sandlin Homes has been building homes for over 65 years in the Dallas and Fort Worth area. But one of our greatest accomplishments is that we're able to individualize the dream, individualize the vision. We can take you on a trip where you're looking at things, planning things, and then finally stepping into that pre-made, 100% complete vision of your new home. One of the great things about Sandlin Homes is that we have a unique program that we build on your own lot. So if you've purchased a lot a long time ago and you've been waiting to put your dream home on it, Sandlin Homes is the builder for you. With over 65 years of experience, we know exactly what it takes to take that dirt and turn it into an extravagant, quality-built dream home. Sandlin Homes and the Build on Your Own Lot program offers many meetings. A lot of people don't understand that when you purchase a lot and when you build the home, it's actually two separate transactions. The first transaction really is understanding the lot, making sure that we understand the soils, making sure we understand the spacing, keeping in mind that slopes are very different throughout the entire metropolitan area, and we have to ensure that when we go to your lot and we begin to build your home, that everything has been accounted for so the home performs at its highest levels throughout the home's lifetime. So at Sandlin Homes, we offer you a lot of time to be creative, from our consultations on our plan design, through our entire step process through the design, which we take you into our design showroom and walk you through all the latest trends, styles, textures, everything that you could ever imagine to pull your vision together so that when you and your family are in the home, you're enjoying the vision and the creation that you've been planning for so long. There's going to be many things that you don't understand, but when you partner with Sandlin Homes to bring your dream into reality, you're partnering with a company that has your best interest at heart. A home is your expression of yourself. It's your dream. It's your vision. It's what you make of it.
So we're talking about credit, and one of the first steps to finding a new home is to find out what your credit is. First, request a copy of a credit report from one of the credit reporting agencies that you see on the screen. Then review it and make sure that everything on the report is correct. This report should have all your loans, credit cards, and payment history on it. When you get it, sit down and go over every single entry. Don't assume everything is accurate. Over 30% of credit reports contain some incorrect information on them. If you find an error on your report, report the mistake to the reporting agency immediately. Correcting even a small mistake can save you hundreds in interest payments over the life of your home loan. Let's look at a few more new home communities, and then we will get back to this.
Hi, I'm Stephen Brooks. I'm CEO of Grand Homes. Today we want to talk about LifeSpace. LifeSpace is a unique design concept where we give you additional space in the home that changes as your lifestyle changes. Come on in and let's take a tour and let me show you some life space. Welcome. As you can see, the beautiful interior architecture of the home. In addition to that, we have the life space. Life space is an extra room which we give you to use for your own individual family's lifestyle needs. Now, as your life changes through time, you have this additional space in your house that can be used for so many different things. You might want a downstairs media room. You might want a home office, a home study hall, library, den, man cave, or just a quiet space to get away from the noise of the day. This life space here is used as a downstairs media room. This could be a game room or just a nice place to get away. And this is a special space. We call this mom space. It's a quiet space for mom to lounge, read a book, enjoy herself, be away from the cares of the day, and relax, maybe have a sip of wine. And this life space is being used as a guest room. It can be a spare bedroom or a bedroom for the family when they come home. And this life space is our multi-generational life space. This is a special space for a loved one who may be returning, who needs a full-service kitchen, sitting room, adjoining bedroom and bath. A complete home within a home. Well, I hope you enjoyed your Life Space tour. I hope you'll come out and see Life Space in one of our new model homes here in the Metroplex. Please come out to Grand Homes and see Life Space just for you.
With easy access to Lake Ray Hubbard, Highway 80, I-20, and I-635, Bloomfield Homes at Fox Hollow and Forney is the perfect central location for your busy life. Fox Hollow is in the highly acclaimed Forney ISD. Homes are built on oversized lots, have more included standard features than any other builder, and many have options for 3-car garage. It's easy to see how Bloomfield Homes in Fox Hollow is the perfect place for the home of your dreams.
The easiest way to find your dream home is with the Hot On Homes app. Just click on the QR code on the screen, download the app, and start looking for your new home. You can watch new home videos, use our helpful mortgage calculator to find out how much your monthly payment would be, follow local new home updates on our blog, discover new home incentives and discounts, enjoy the latest issue of Home Shopper magazine, or find the perfect mortgage or real estate partner. It's all here right at your fingertips. We created this app with local home shoppers in mind, with plenty of new homes and communities. Thousands of new home videos to watch with information and tools you need to feel comfortable and confident as you start your new home journey. Everything you need to find the perfect new home, sell your current home, and get the best deal and find the perfect mortgage is right at your fingertips with our Hot On Homes app.
Welcome to MI Homes, one of the nation's leading home builders with over 40 years of new home construction experience. We have built more than 140,000 homes in 17 markets with one purpose: to treat our customers right. We build all across this great state. Let's take a tour of homes near you. From the very beginning, it's been our goal to build a better home with features and benefits that give you the confidence and lasting value. We employ the latest techniques in building science, even creating our own building standards that improve upon standard code. From foundation to rooftop, from wall to wall, we're constantly striving to give our homeowners the very best in solid, sound, and energy-efficient living. Let's head down to Austin for a look at our newest communities. Every home we build has a warranty. We have one of the best warranty commitments in the business. Our customer care coverage is supported by a team that's exclusively dedicated to any concerns you might have about the way your home is built or is operating. We don't stop there. We also provide a home builder's limited warranty, and we go one step further. We also provide one of the industry's leading long-term transferable structural warranties. And of course, you get manufacturer warranties coverage that comes from all of the quality consumer products we build into your home. Let's head down to Houston for a look at our newest communities. Building a better home begins with design. A well-designed home doesn't just look better, it lives better. We can help bring your unique vision of home to life with MI Homes. Let's head down to San Antonio for a look at our newest communities. With MI Financial, everyone works together seamlessly to get you the best possible rates and programs available to MI homebuyers. And our title and closing services will make your closing quick and convenient. That's what you get with MI Financial.
Sunterra is the #1 selling community in Houston and zoned to the #1 ranked district, Katy ISD. Imagine walking along a white sand beach and swimming in the turquoise blue waters of a crystal clear lagoon amenity. Sunterra, a 2,303-acre premier master planned community in flourishing Katy, Texas, is emerging as a masterpiece in residential living. Sunterra will soon be home to a crystal clear lagoon that will be situated within an expansive resort-style amenity village featuring white sand beaches and family-friendly water sports. Families of Sunterra will also enjoy an additional amenity village anchored by a lazy river. Living in paradise is finally within your reach. All of the homes built in Sunterra offer an exclusive technology package designed to provide homeowners with the tools needed to feel safe and secure in their new home. Each home is pre-wired with enhanced smart home features. Families that live in Sunterra enjoy an active outdoor lifestyle. The community features many lakes and recreation opportunities for families of all ages. Getting around Sunterra is an adventure on its own. Residents can walk, jog, drive electric power carts or scooters to their favorite community destination along the Green Bolt Trail system, a massive 12-foot wide paved trail that winds through Sunterra. This ultimate trail provides a journey that's almost as exciting as the destination. Conveniently located just north of I-10 and west of the Grand Parkway, Sunterra is right in the heart of Katy, Texas. This gives residents easy access to highly rated Katy ISD schools, area employment centers, and plenty of fun shopping and dining opportunities. Visit one of the outstanding builders today to see why so many families are now calling Sunterra home.
Looking to transform your outdoor living space? The Acme Brick showroom is more than just a wide selection of quality brick. It's a one-stop shop for your dream backyard. Our showroom features countless products for outdoor living life. From fire pits to full outdoor kitchens, the Acme Brick showroom is your destination to take your home project from concept to completion. Visit with one of our experts today and let us help you realize the full potential of your home. Go to brick.com to find a showroom near you.
Just 20 minutes south of downtown Houston, you'll find the gated master plan community of Sierra Vista. This amenity-rich neighborhood offers an exceptional lifestyle that includes incredible builders such as Adams Homes. Whether you're looking for your first home, a place to retire, or something in between, Adams Homes has your ideal floor plan in Sierra Vista. With Adams Homes, there's no need to add upgrades. You'll love your new home by Adams Homes in Sierra Vista.
Today's homeschool topic is USDA loans. A USDA loan is a loan with the United States Department of Agriculture. This mortgage is offered to rural property owners by the Department of Agriculture. The USDA does not set loan limits and bases the loan amount on the borrower's ability to qualify. You need a minimum credit score of 640 to qualify. If you have a question about your new home journey, send us an email to homeschool@hotonhomes.com. Experience luxurious living at Grand Braniff Park in Irving, Texas. Located in the heart of DFW, the community features semi-custom homes designed with you in mind. The award-winning, energy-efficient designs offer home buyers enduring value, quality, and style. At Grand Braniff Park, convenience and culture collide, offering residents the best dining, shopping, and entertainment in Dallas and surrounding areas. Rest, play, and be inspired at your distinctive oasis at Grand Braniff Park.
When you work at Monument Realty, not only are you partnered with one of the top producing brokerages in DFW, but also with the Dallas Cowboys, the Texas Rangers, and me, Dak Prescott, your Chief Quarterback Officer. Monument partners with industry-leading sports franchises and players to create a unique experience for our agents, clients, and their families. Ready to take the next step in your career? Join Monument and align yourself with the very best in DFW.
Radiating small-town vibes, Cypress Green is the perfect place to live life at a slower pace. Developed by Starwood Land, this master-planned community is home to outstanding builders known for their superior quality and innovation. The community is conveniently located on FM 2920, close to both 249 and 290. This gives residents easy access to great Waller ISD schools and plenty of fun shopping and dining opportunities. Visit Cypress Green today, where everyone knows your name. Discover the perfect blend of convenience and outdoor adventure at Grand Homes Silverleaf Estates in Frisco. The area is bustling with an endless array of fun and exploration with nearby amenities like Stewart Creek, parks, playgrounds, and sports facilities. The homes feature open concept living areas, spacious kitchens, and bedrooms with plenty of flex space to create distinct spaces for your family. Build your future today at Silverleaf Estates. Hey everyone, we're back! And not only can your credit score determine if you get a new home loan or not, it can determine the interest rate of your new home loan. Your credit can be impacted by a change in your relationship status, overlooking something you thought you already paid, and miss reported payment or a late payment that you thought you made on time. These all seem like little things, but correcting them can make a big difference. Getting your credit score as high as you can may take a little effort, but it will pay off big in the long run. And improving your credit score isn't just a good idea if you have a low score. Even if you have a good credit score, improving a few points can have a huge impact on your loan and ultimately on the home you'll buy. Don't forget to download the Hot on Homes app, and when you do, have some fun with the mortgage calculator to see how your interest rate will affect your new home payment. We'll see you next time on Hot on Homes.
The Hot On production truck is sponsored by Acme Brick. Acme Brick, the best thing to have around your house.